thinking about joining EXP Realty? Well, before you make that decision, I have some crucial insights to share with you. Today, I'm going to break down the real reasons why you shouldn't join EXP Realty. For some agents, EXP's model will actually work against your business goals. So let's dive deep into the shocking truth of why EXP might not be right for you. Hi everyone, I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate at EXP Realty, and yes, I'm here to help you make the most informed decision possible. This is a video I've honestly dreaded putting out there, but I know it needs to be said. Time and again, I hear agents ask, hey Kelly, if EXP is so great, why isn't everyone over there? Well, today I'm answering that question head on. There are three key reasons why EXP may not be the right brokerage for you, and I want to break those down exactly why this unique brokerage model is not a one-size-fits-all solution. So let's get into it. The first thing I need to talk about is how most agents don't fully understand how the real estate industry works or how it's evolved. EXP's model is different from what most of us have seen in the old-fashioned brokerage system, and many agents misunderstand the core of EXP structure. So let's break that down. Let's go back to the beginning of real estate commission models. Originally, brokerages worked on a no-cap model with splits like 70-30, 60-40, or 80-20, meaning if you're on an 80-20 split, agents gave 20% to their brokerage on every transaction, whether you sold 10, 50, 100, or 1,000 homes. So essentially, the more you sold, the more you paid into your broker with no end in sight or no cap. So basically, this means your broker is constantly robbing you of your hard-earned money without offering any real benefits. Then companies like Keller Williams came along with what's known as the cap model, really creating a disruption and a new option. They introduced a 70-30 split with a cap of somewhere around $18,000. So once agents paid $18,000 to their brokerage, they reached that cap, and then they were able to keep 100% of their earnings for the rest of the year. But with Keller Williams and similar franchises, the fact that they were still a franchise meant that they had physical brick and mortar brokerages and franchise owners to pay for. So they had those franchise fees, which added additional costs for the agents. They were still paying more than the agent anticipated paying, even after hitting their cap. So this made agents think, why do I have to pay all these additional fees? I've already capped. Well, then EXP entered the scene, and they took that cap model a little further by eliminating the franchise structure altogether. And they gave ownership in the brokerage to their agents, which is a massive shift for agents who use the old-fashioned models. EXP offers agents an 80-20 split with ownership through company stock and allows their agents to earn back their $16,000 cap by reaching what's called icon status. To hit icon status, you cap and then you do 20 additional transactions, or you could just have a gross commission income of $500,000 with a minimum of 10 transactions. And that's when you hit icon status. At that point, you get your entire $16,000 cap back in company stock. This way, agents can actually earn equity within their brokerage rather than just renting their career and their business space. Now let's look at how franchise brokerages are structured and why EXP is so disruptive. Most of the franchises are set up in a 5-tier system, and yes, you could call it a pyramid, but most corporations are set up this way. You've got that ownership at the top, and then you've got maybe some international owners that buy into a franchise in the United States. Then you've got the regional owners that buy into a franchise in their state. And then you've got the broker owners that buy in or open a local office, like let's say here in Rochester. Then you've got the agents at the very bottom. So let's look at what happened with EXP and why it became so disruptive. What EXP did was to go independent and have a 2-tier system. This is where we're going to have ownership at the top, and then we're going to have agents. That's it. And what they did is they eliminated that franchise structure and all the people that had to buy into the franchise system. So let me explain how powerful this really is. Last year in 2023, EXP gave over $230 million to their agents for helping to build the company and grow the company, and that went straight to the agents. At any other brokerage, under that typical franchise structure, that $230 million would have gone to the international, regional, and broker owners that paid into that franchise system. So by eliminating that franchise system, EXP can afford to give more money back to its agents by dropping that overhead, reducing expenses, going cloud-based, and removing the number one expense, which is office space. But here's where it might not be for everyone. And if you're someone who isn't interested in thinking beyond your typical transaction commissions and you just want that old-fashioned brokerage model, this isn't going to make sense for you. You're being asked to consider business ownership, equity, and ultimately wealth building, which is a huge mental shift from simply closing deals. EXP isn't ideal if you aren't interested in building something larger than a traditional real estate business. The second reason EXP might not be for you is if you haven't thought about wealth building or creating a sustainable lifestyle. I talk to so many agents that are coming to me from my YouTube channel, and I always ask them, why did you get into real estate? And many agents say that they got into real estate to create freedom and wealth, but few have ever taken the steps needed to actually achieve that. Traditional wealth building as a real estate agent involves reinvesting your commissions, buying properties, and building rental portfolios. And it's about trading massive amounts of time for active income. You're in this cycle of chasing the next sale to sustain your income and then reinvesting a portion of it. And this process is super time consuming, and many agents realize that if they want to double their income, they actually have to double their time commitment. With EXP, agents have a new way to build wealth passively through its revenue share program. Instead of just focusing on selling more homes, you're encouraged to help grow the company by bringing in great agents and receiving residual income from the company's revenue when those agents succeed. This is powerful, but only if you're genuinely interested in wealth building and diversifying your income sources. So if you don't care about passive income or having multiple revenue streams, EXP is not going to be the right fit for you. You need to want time freedom and financial security beyond the traditional commissions. Otherwise, the model isn't going to resonate and you're going to find it very frustrating. So, for agents who do want lifestyle flexibility, EXP can actually show you how to make money while enjoying your life, taking time with family, and avoiding that burnout from the constant transactional race. The third reason is simple but powerful. EXP isn't for agents who aren't willing to adapt. Real estate is constantly evolving, and agents who succeed long-term are the ones who can adapt to change. But adaptation isn't always easy, and it's even harder when you're comfortable with the status quo. So if you think of other industries that refuse to adapt, like Blockbuster, you'll see the importance of embracing change. Blockbuster didn't want to shift to digital, and they ended up losing out to Netflix. EXP Realty is similar in that it's a fully cloud-based model. They've cut down the overhead, removed the need for brick and mortar offices, and embraced online tools for trainings, meetings, and communication. And for some agents, the idea of working remotely without a physical office to check into feels pretty uncomfortable. But the truth is, real estate doesn't need a traditional office anymore. Agents can work from anywhere. They meet clients at coffee shops, or they use virtual tools like Zoom or Google Meets. And with EXP, you have access to co-working spaces through our collaboration with Regis offices if you need that environment. Agents say that they actually feel more intimately connected to us virtually than the physical brick and mortar. We're in a new era of community, and what happens is that we still do in-person events. We still have local meetups. We still get together in person, but the cadence and the frequency of being in touch via Zoom and virtually still allows you to move the needle of your business even further. You get immediate support, immediate training, and immediate mentorship in order to help your business grow. And agents aren't having to drive to their office to book meetings, book appointments, and waste a bunch of time. When you save time and reinvest that time back in those income-producing activities, your income goes up. And that's the beauty of the cloud-based brokerage, having 2,000 employees to help you 24 hours a day. Whereas at your brokerage, you don't have that. You have to call support, email your broker, or set an appointment to find out if they have time, if they even have time for you. But either way, it slows down the growth of your business. But if you're stuck in the belief that a physical office is essential or that things cannot work unless you are face-to-face, then this model isn't going to work for you. You'll find yourself frustrated and out of alignment with the way that EXP operates. And you need to be able to let go of the old brokerage model to fully utilize EXP's tools and resources. EXP also offers over 80 hours of training every single week in the cloud, with top producing agents sharing up-to-date information from today's real active markets. This isn't training from the past. It's practical guidance from agents who are succeeding out there today. If you're not interested in adapting your strategies to current market demands, then the constant flow of EXP training and their virtual collaboration may feel pretty overwhelming. So here's the big question. Are you ready to adapt to build something more than a transaction-based career and to embrace the benefits of a digital-first brokerage? Because if the answer is no, then EXP is likely not the right fit for you, and that's okay. After 18 years in this business, I faced the same question. I had built a successful career, but realized that I was constantly trading my time for money, and that wasn't sustainable. And I wanted time freedom, something I could rely on beyond my next sale, so that I could spend more time with my family and friends and travel and pursue the passions that I have. And when I looked around, I saw that EXP was the only brokerage offering that kind of lifestyle. But it did require a change of my thinking and a shift in my business approach, and an openness to try something new. But most people can't even get out of the rut to slow down for a second to even think about whether or not they're even at a brokerage that will give them the time freedom to spend with their kids, their spouse, or whatever they've got going on in the industry that they want to achieve, because they're just counting on the hamster wheel of transactions to keep going, not stop, doing the same thing over and over and over. And if you look at the real estate industry and break down the numbers right now and look at all of the brokerages in North America, the ones that have the physical brick and mortar versus the ones that are cloud-based, guess which ones are growing and guess which ones are losing agents. All of the cloud-based brokerages are growing while most of those brick and mortar brokerages are dying. And if someone who is looking to build wealth, who's ready to break out of the cycle of constant sales, and who can embrace a different way of working, then EXP might be exactly what you're looking for. But if you're more comfortable with that old-fashioned brokerage model, that's okay too. Just know that this isn't the right fit for every agent, and understanding your goals is key. But if you'd like to know more about why EXP might or might not be the right fit for you, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel here so that you don't miss out on some of these future videos. And please follow us on all of our socials. And if you particularly liked this video, then make sure that you hit that like button, or you can click on some of the boxes on your screen right now to see some of our other videos too. Please comment below, or if you have questions, put them down below and I will make sure to answer all of them. I'm Kelly Domaille with Domaille Real Estate at EXP Realty. I love what I do and I want you to love what you do too. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.